Are we on? Yes, we
Yes,
are
we are.
live.
Live.
Okay.
Brilliant. Seems like we did some already.
Yeah, we did today. We're
Okay.
doing. This is gonna be short. I hope, like this short. Short as me, right? Anyway, look. I just read this poll, and like roughly 50% of people that identify as either born again Christians or just Christians is like basically it's 50-50. I can't remember. The majority of them are planning, I think 51% was what the poll said. When you total it all together, are not planning on voting in November. Now, you can ask my wife. I did some real soul searching on this one, and I'll tell you why. I think Trump is a coward. I think he's a piece of garbage. I really do. When he changed his stance on abortion, all right, when he went to a pro choice standpoint and not a pro life standpoint, I was done with him. Really, I didn't want to. And I did some soul searching. I really had to dig deep because for me, murdering children is the number one thing. I think that when the Republicans and the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade, they did the right thing. And as far as me, as I'm concerned, they didn't go far enough, but they went legally as far as it should go. If it's not mentioned in the Constitution, the federal government has no authority to do anything about it. It belongs to the states. Now, on the flip side, I've came to the realization that yes, it's very important to vote for Trump for several reasons. I believe he might bring world peace back like we had before. And any idiot that then you are an idiot if you think different because he did it before, he might do it again. He'll turn the economy around, but that's got nothing to do with it. I know Kamala Harris for sure will try to codify a Roe versus Wade, and baby killing will be a thing in all 50 states again. And not only baby killing, I'm talking right up to time of birth. And don't tell me they don't do it. 9 states do it. All right?
And if you're let me say this, okay?
Yes, my dear, she's smarter than me.
Baby killing, which is what it is. Don't kid yourself. It's only the first step.
Yeah.
Okay? It's only the first step to them being able to say, if you are not of any use to the society, you must be disposed of.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. Why, if you have a grandma, a grandpa, a great grandma in your life that is full of wisdom, full of years, but they really can't work and you have to take care of them, but all of that and all of that, they'll say, it's one step removed from saying, well, we don't really need to spend money on their health care. We don't need to be spending money on their medicine, on anything that involves them. Why? Because
look to Canada.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
They decide.
Yeah, assisted suicide is legal in Canada.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Right.
And there's a big difference between somebody deciding they no longer want to go for treatment on something in particular because they're ready to meet their maker, as opposed to the government saying bye-bye.
But let me tell you something. I mean, I suffered with this for a very, very long time. I mean, because yeah, my first inclination is no, you're on the baby killing side now. I can't vote for you. And but the prospect of Kamala Harris being elected is just, oh my gosh, you're going to have censorship, right? You're going to have the killing of babies up to and after the time of conception, all right? I mean, it's just the nastiness of this is just ridiculous. So if you're a Christian and you're out there, no, Trump is not perfect by a long shot, but he believes to leave the status quo. Let the states decide.
And let me say this: if you are a Christian and you're like, "Oh, he's not Jesus,"
no, of course
not.
He's not. Only Jesus was Jesus.
There's no one that can compare to the good Lord Jesus Christ. But let me tell you what he can be like. He can be like David.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Lord works in mysterious ways. And let me tell you something. He made him turn his head. That was divine intervention. A quarter of an inch and
There's
Trump
no-
would be dead.
Don't kid yourself. There's no coincidence. But
Yeah.
look, let me say this, okay? You have David. He was a Hebrew, a Jewish king. Okay, you had a slew of kings that were absolutely imperfect. Solomon was become an idolater.
Saul.
Here's the shocking thing for you, friends. Okay, Nebuchadnezzar, a pagan king. Cyrus, and what was the other guy? I can't remember his name. Okay, they were all kings that were pagan that God appointed to protect the people of God and to protect Jerusalem and to rebuild Jerusalem. So sometimes, who did I see? We were doing a video on the book that.
What about Samson? I mean, he was far from perfect.
A book that Mark Driscoll did, and we answer questions and all that. But at the end, he says, "Pluck your nose and vote."
Yes.
And you know what?
This is far too important this time.
Yeah, we have our Nebuchadnezzars and Cyruses and Domitians and whatever.
I wouldn't invite either of these people into my house. All right? I would not trust my children around either of these two. One more than the other one because she's crazy. Yeah, she's crazy. She's just literally, she's never even answered a question. It's like word salad. But anyway, no, this is, you cannot be a Christian and not take sides in this. All right? Those days are done. I mean, yeah, I am tired of weak Christians. Put your big boy panties on and go vote this time.
I would say vote for the chance to revamp this country in a way that serves God's purposes.
Yeah.
Where we are right now is just not going to happen. And if you're waiting for the second coming of Jesus Christ, come on.
We might not be around for it if you elect this chick, because I got to tell you, no one has any comprehension about these wars over there. And it's simple. The anti-Semitism in the last 4 years. Now, this is not Trump's fault. No. This is the woke culture. The anti-Semitism in our own country. It's tantamount to what Nazi Germany had in 1935. It's insanity.
I would just want to say is, if you continue on, we continue on this vein.
Literally, I got to tell you this. I literally had a guy, and I know him to be a Christian. He told me, he says, God hates the Jews. It's biblical. I am like, what? Where did you get this? He got it because he has woke family members. It's not in the Bible. All right? And it's like, he said, oh, yeah, it's even in the Bible. I'm like, I handed him my Bible. I said, show me. It's not.
He doesn't hate.
But that's the problem we have. 4 more years of this. We got to put a stop to this.
Here's the thing. I understand one of the reasons why evangelical Christians, born again Christians, feel they don't have to vote. The worse the world gets, the worse things get, the sooner Jesus Christ is coming. I will tell you what. Jesus Christ is not coming back. He's sitting on his throne, judging from heaven, and we are not doing the job that he left us to do.
I don't know if he's coming back or not, but I know the Bible, he already did. Everything that was prophesied happened in 70 AD. We're in the kingdom of God right now. We are messing this up ourselves right now. God gave it to us, and we're messing it up. So don't look for anybody to come in with a shovel and get you out. We've got to dig ourselves out, and I believe the first step to that is re-electing this Trump feller.
Let me say this, okay? Let's say that we firmly don't believe in the coming back of Jesus. I think we go to him. Jesus is moving on, and he's reigning from heaven. However, let me quote one of the parables that he did. A king went to receive another kingdom, okay? Right? And he left his servants, Christians, in charge. And he gave us each a coin so that we could do something with it. Okay? Now, when he comes back to these people, or when you go up to him and he asks you what you did with what he gave you, what is your answer going to be? Did you bear fruit, or did you say, "Oh no, Jesus, I just sat around waiting for you to
Sneaking
come
a
back"?
parable in there.
I am. So start bearing fruit, okay?
But yeah, I mean, like, nothing is perfect in this world, okay? And then there's people that say, well, I'm not going to vote for him because he had a side chick on his wife. Okay, so fine. Your only other thing is to vote for a side chick, and that's the absolute truth. Just ask Willie Brown's wife. All right? I mean, this is a layer of disgusting. And, whatever you decide to do, you need to get out and vote for one of these two. For one thing, it's your civic responsibility. For another thing, it's your Christian responsibility to fight for the church. And I can tell you right now, voting for Kamala Harris is not fighting for the church.
Here's the thing.
All right.
Whatever you do, if you decide not to vote, and Kamala Harris gets elected president, you get no right to complain. You need to shut up. Yep. I'm sorry.
Yeah. When they come after you and shut down your bank accounts like they did to a whole bunch of conservative people for no other reason than their political views, don't ask anyone to come help you, right? When they go door to door just to look-see in what's in your house, and don't tell me they won't. Kamala Harris literally said this. Oh, yeah, we need to come look in your house to see you're responsible with your firearms. No, you don't need to come into my house. All right? There's no such thing as misinformation. There's only stupid people. Freedom of speech is the most important thing that we have.
Yeah.
That's
is. It. And we need the Second Amendment to defend
anyway,
it. Listen, go out and pluck your nose and vote.
Yes.
What his name said.
Suck it up, buttercup. Just look, everybody, go vote. Whatever you decide to do, if you have a good reason to do it, do it. The most compelling argument I've ever heard for someone saying that she was going to vote for Kamala Harris because the two of them shared the same birthday. And I was like, you know what? That's the first good reason I've heard anyone say for voting for Kamala. Because this chick is nothing but lies. At least she had a reason that was her own and not handed to her.
Yeah.
Right?
There you go.
But yeah, get out and vote. And I hope you vote my way. But if you don't, I'm not going to hate you. I'm just going to kind of feel sorry for you. And I might pat you on the head.
Yeah, guys.
But God requires it.
If you're a Christian, how are you going to present yourself in front of Jesus saying, oh, well, I was just waiting for you to come back.
Right.
And did nothing.
No fruits.
No fruit
whatsoever. Anyway.
All right. God bless.
Yeah, God bless.
Bye-bye.